Welcome to day 4 of the Daily Doodle December Challenge. I'm your host, Stephanie Hahn from Common Creative Studio. Before we jump into the doodling, I like to pause together for 3 deep breaths to help us fully arrive in the moment. I'm going to close my eyes. You could do the same or leave yours open with soft focus. I'm going to place one hand on my heart, one on my belly. You could leave them resting in your lap. Let's breathe in through the nose. And exhale with a big sigh out through the mouth. Softening the body. And again, inhaling through the nose. Exhaling through the mouth. Quieting the mind. And one last time, inhaling through the nose. Exhaling through the mouth. Letting go of any remaining tension or worries so that we can arrive in this moment right here, right now, fully present for some fun and calm doodling. Let's dive in. So for today's doodle, we'll begin with a circle and then a smaller circle on each side, and then a little bit smaller still, and then a little bit smaller still, and then scalloped line over the top and underneath. And then following along roughly the same shape. Today's doodle is very, very simple. So now we're going to give the illusion of a straight line coming from the top and the bottom. So the appearance of stripes tucking in behind. These don't need to be perfectly parallel or even the same width. Some can be a bit thicker, some a bit thinner. But ideally looking like the line continued underneath. There we go. That is it for the doodle. Now, if you were sticking with just the black pen, you might color in the circles and maybe color in this little strip here or color in alternating stripes going here. But I am going to add color with silver gel pen and marker today. So with the gel pen, I'm coloring in the strip. Checking in with my body, letting my shoulders relax, letting my face and jaw be soft. Getting absorbed in the rhythm of the coloring. Mindfully listening to the sound of the pen making strokes against the page. And then I'm trying to decide if I'm going to color in these. I do feel like drawn to coloring in these circles with the silver. There we go. And then I'm going to use markers. Just inexpensive, regular Staedtler brand markers. Nothing fancy. And inspired by this first square, I'm going to be doing multicolor today. So this is day 4 of a December challenge. So we will be doing this every day for the entire month. But if you have just discovered the challenge now, feel free to jump in at any time. Might be hearing my doggies walking around. We've just come in from outside playing ball in the snow, and nobody seems to want to settle just yet. So there's a lot of licking and paws clickety-clacking here. Hope it is either something you can't hear or that you can just ignore as you doodle and color away. When you're working in little tiny spaces like this, inexpensive fine point markers are a great tool for adding vibrant color. That's pretty easy to get even in a small space like this. Now, if you were working in a really large or even quite a bit larger space coloring, you might want to use alcohol-based markers that don't leave sort of a streaky look. But in this little tiny space, these are fabulous. one last little stripe to color in here. And there we go. We are finished today's square. Now it's time to color in today's tracking star. That feels so satisfying. Finished day 4. Now I am going to show you the other samples that I created. This is the other month at a glance page on the one that I'm doing in shades of green and gold. And then this is the one that I'm doing all shades of blue and silver on a week at a glance page, so bigger space. So on this one, you'll see that I opted to orient it vertical as opposed to across, just so that this beautiful sort of section that looks like jewels was bigger than if I had gone this way, but you can certainly do it either way. So hopefully that gives you a lot of great ideas for your doodling today. I hope you enjoyed doodling with me today, and we'll be back with me tomorrow to doodle again.